So today's video is going to be a little different because I want to talk a little bit about 3i Atlas, and I want to know what your thoughts are as well. So let me know in the comments what your opinion is of 3i Atlas, and have you been getting downloads about it as well. My name is Cleary. I'm a feminine empowerment coach. I specialise in healing after narcissistic abuse, and I also offer twin flame and spiritual guidance. So when I first heard of 3i Atlas, now I don't watch the news or anything, but I saw it in the corner of my eye and I was like, that's interesting. But something inside me kind of felt, is it something more? Is it connected to spiritual awakening? Is it connected to our ascension? And I really thought nothing of it, but then I had a conversation with someone and I was like, I want to know more, I want more. And the thing is, I'd actually Googled 3i Atlas spiritual meaning and I got nothing. But when I Googled the words 3i Atlas connected to spiritual awakening, the information I got was weird. So they think it's a mothership. The minute I saw the word mothership, I started crying. Because ever since the start of my journey, I've been getting downloads about the mothership. We're all starseeds. We come from star planets. We're not, we think that we're, we were originated as humans. We didn't. We're spiritual beings living a human experience. But we have traveled through many different planets and galaxies to learn how to come here and age humanity. But the thing is with 3i Atlas, I was just like, is it more than a comet? And to get these feelings within me, I'm getting downloads about it, that it's more, and it means more. And this is funny because I actually, as I said, I've been getting downloads about the mothership for a long time. I've been having dreams about spaceships and about the mothership taking me up. And I remember when the mothership took me up, I was like, I'm not ready yet. So it brought me back down. And I even wrote a little short story about the mothership coming down, bringing me up and helping me remember stuff. That's the thing. I think its connection to our spiritual awakening is to accelerate our remembrance. You know what I mean? We forget why we're here. We forget where we originated. And this is the thing. And I don't know, I'm getting really excited about the whole thing. And, everyone's opinions will be different. Some people might think it's a comet. Some people might be getting downloads like I am. And I'd love to know if you are getting downloads like I am. Do you know what I mean? And a lot of people are going to just think I'm crazy. But let them think that, because usually when I get downloads, I'm clairsentient and claircognizant. They're my loudest ones. We've got many different clairs. My biggest ones is clear feeling and clear knowing. And I get downloads. I used to call them notions. And then they come true. And for me to see the word mothership, and I'm like, oh my God, the motherships, they're coming home, they're coming to get me. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like, is this going to accelerate our awakening? Is it going to speed up what we know? And this is the thing. And I've read since as well that they're getting a radio signal from it. You don't get a radio signal from a comet. And they're thinking it's extraterrestrial. And everyone's probably freaking out going, oh my God, aliens. We are the fucking aliens. We are spiritual beings that came here to help humanity with ascension. So anyone connected to the mothership, on a spiritual level, we're not, as I said, that's our origin. And, I'm so excited because obviously, we're here to do, age humanity. We have come here to learn the human experience so that when we can help this planet evolve. That's what we're here for. And I believe that 3i Atlas is connected to our awakening. Because the other day I was listening to something and it was like, 3i stands for third interstellar object. And the minute they said third interstellar, I was like, third eye. 3i equals third eye. So 3i is connected to our spiritual awakening. And that's not, people are going to say, oh, that's a coincidence. There's no fucking such thing as coincidence. Everything we go through is connected spiritually. Everything we go through has a reason, has a purpose. There is no coincidence. So for it to be called third interstellar, third eye, this is my opinion. It's connected to our growth, our ascension, and our awakening. And I really do believe that when it gets close to us, it's going to help us remember. And that's my opinion. And I've actually had visions of them taking me up into the ship and me kind of looking around going, oh my God, I've been here before. You know what I mean? And remembering everything, because we come here with spiritual amnesia. You know what I mean? We're here, we've done so much training on star planets, right? As spiritual beings, we've gone through different, experiences to prepare ourselves to come into our human bodies to learn the human experience. So we reincarnate over and over and over again to learn the human experience. And we're supposed to forget our spiritual origins so that we can do it, I suppose, do the human thing right. And that's the way it is. We like, I will actually, in fairness, every time we reincarnate, we do remember where we came from because of our conditioning and because of our surroundings. We're told to suppress what we feel spiritually. So so we end up forgetting, and it takes us many lifetimes to get to where we are now. And at this moment on this planet, there is mass spiritual awakening going on. You know, we're all starting to remember why we're here. You know what I mean? And I know people are going to say, "Oh, you're fucking crazy," but like, we're fucking, you know, I remember when I started spiritual awakening, it's like, well, if it works for you, and I'm like, we all have spiritual souls within us. Spiritual awakening works for everyone because we are all spiritual beings. Do you know? And you know, they'd be looking at you like you're in a cult. I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like, I am literally discovering what's within my soul. I'm discovering why I'm here. I'm healing all my wounds. And you know, as we go along, we start to remember more. And that's it. We're not just learning stuff. You know, when we start this awakening journey, we start to do a lot of research. I turn into a right nerd. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many tabs open on my page. It's like, oh my God, I want to know more. And as we kind of get these nuggets that we've left for ourselves, we start to remember more and more. And that's it. We're remembering more and more. And I really do believe when 3i Atlas comes close to us, it is to actually wake us up completely. Because I feel like the last couple of months we have been going through a major relapse. No, I won't say relapse because that's not the right word. We've been going through a major purge. We've been going through the final stages. I really do. Like, anyone I'm connected to in the spiritual community, and like, you know, we're all spiritual beings, obviously, but a lot of us aren't. There's a lot of people still not awake. And anyone that I connected with, they can all feel what I'm feeling. We're going through some very heavy shit right now. We're purging a lot of heavy stuff. But everyone can feel it. There's something big coming. There's something big. And, you know, always through my spiritual journey, I have been kind of going, this is for something bigger. This is for something bigger. There's something coming. There's something coming. And, like, you know, it's right now that I actually feel it's close. Do you know what I mean? Like, I really do feel it's close. I feel this final purge is literally, we're on the verge of something new. And this is it, like, as well. We're in the year of the wood snake. So we've been shedding that old skin, literally letting go of everything that's no longer serving us once and for all. And next year, that's when the action comes in. And it's no coincidence, I think, that 3i Atlas is supposed to pass by us on the 19th of December. So therefore, it's like the end of the fucking year to literally accelerate us and propel us forward into this new year, into this new awakened year, this year full of action. So I really do think this is going to be something profound for all of us. And this is the thing, right? We're going through this heavy shakeup right now. And if you're the person that's not awakening, if you're the person that's suppressing the truth, or, you know, hiding from the truth, or avoiding the truth, this is going to fuck you up more. And I don't mean that in a bad way. What I mean is, like, you know, for us that have been on the ascension journey for a little bit longer, we've had a little bit more time. We've had that accelerate. Like, you know, say, I know timing is an illusion in a sense, but everything is going to really start, you know, speeding up. Like, it's going to start getting accelerated. And for those of us who have been slow to awaken, it's going to fucking shit hit the fan for them, really. Do you know what I mean? Because we all know that anytime when we do start to awaken, we question our fucking sanity. We're literally the human experience, like the human mind knows the conditioning, the lies, the societal norms, as we call them. And to learn the truth within our soul is literally like unlearning all that shit. But you're literally going really against the fucking grain. You're jumping outside the fucking box and you're setting fire to that fucking box. Do you know what I mean? So there is that, like, existential crisis energy. Do you get me? So anyone who has been refusing to awaken or refusing the truth is going to have it accelerated tenfold. And that's going to be scary for them because, you know, it's scary for us. We've been on the journey for a long time and we've had it stressed out. But we've had that time. Like, can you imagine somebody having to go through all of the stuff we've gone through in this really condensed amount of time? So that's really fucked up or fucking scary for some people as well. But I don't think there's anything to be scared of, because I think once we're awake, we're fucking awake. And, you know, like the phrase I've heard as well is like, once you plug out of the matrix, you can't plug back in, because we're starting to fucking remember. We really are. And I do believe that, like, and I love this about the mothership as well. I'm calling it the mothership 3i Atlas. The shape of it looks like the shape of a spaceship out of Star Trek or something. It's just camouflaged in stone. I love this, like. And I love it as well, because I remember when I was getting downloads about it a couple of years ago, I'd be looking up, like, I don't, right, the way I see it is, I don't believe that this is the first spaceship to be in our solar system. Like, I believe that we've been watched over and protected by other spaceships up until now, but they haven't allowed us to see them. They've been completely camouflaged and been undetectable to our systems. Right? And I remember looking up at the sky so many times, and I'd see these clouds, and I'd be like, oh, I wonder, is that a ship? And I wonder, is there a ship? People are going to fucking think I'm crazy. But, like, you know, I'd be like, oh my God, I wonder, is that a ship? I wonder, is that a ship? That looks like a ship. I wonder, is that the camouflage? And I'd wake up in the mornings, like, so I've lots of, there's a bit of land around my house, and there's lots of high grass. And I'd come out in the mornings, and the grass would be all flat, and I'd be like, oh my God, they were here last night. As I said, I wrote a story about this. So for me to read the word mothership, I was like, I'm not fucking wrong, I'm not crazy. And, like, look, you might think I'm crazy, you might think I'm away with the fairies, but these are things that I'm feeling, these are things that I'm knowing. And every time I've ever gotten a download or a notion, I used to call them notions, now I call them downloads, but every time I got this feeling or this download, it would always come true, whether it would be a few months later, sometimes even 5 minutes later, something I would get would come true. So for me to get, like, confirmation about and I'm calling it confirmation about the mothership, it's just like, oh, I can't wait to remember, because, like, you know, this awakening journey is fucking hard. Oh my God, it's so fucking hard. And it's like this never-ending story. It's like this never-ending cycle of healing. We keep getting to the top of the mountain, and then the fucking top of the mountain gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And so we keep going. And don't get me wrong, when we're ascended, in a sense, there will still be a lot of healing to do, because I don't think healing will ever really end. But we'll get to a place where we remember why we're here. And it'll be so, like, I think, like, the only thing to keep us going on this ascension journey is the faith in knowing that we're here for something bigger, that we're here to change things. We're here to evolve. We're not only here to evolve ourselves, we're here to evolve this planet. So, like, you know, that's the thing that keeps us forward, keeps us moving forward, keeps us going. But to get the full clarity, to be able to watch the proof in front of us, to know why we're here, to actually know why we're here, to connect again with our star planets, to our origins. Do you know what I mean? I just think, oh, it's mind-blowing. Do you know what I mean? I just think it's absolutely mind-blowing. And the feeling I get thinking about 3i Atlas and the mothership, I just feel excited. I feel really excited, and I feel like my faith is coming back. Do you know what I mean? Because I know I have been feeling something big is coming, but it's like I'm actually getting confirmation of it. And I think that just brings us a little bit of faith, in a sense. And, you know, we're only feeling fear because of our human experience and because of our human societal experience. So, like, we don't feel that fear through our souls. So I'm hoping that when we get these downloads, or when they come closer, that we'll eventually be able to alleviate all our fears and live from our soul rather than live from our human. So that's going to be fun. So yeah, if any of you are getting downloads, or any of you got any inklings or notions about 3i Atlas, let me know in the comments. I'd love to have a conversation with people to know what they're feeling as well, because I'm not the only one getting these downloads. I'm not. I've spoken to somebody else about it. You know, they feel it's something, like, you know, it's definitely connected to our awakening. It's definitely connected, because, like, you know, there's so much information about it at the moment, but the NASA and astronomers and all that have no fucking idea. They don't even know what it is. They think it's a comet, but they're getting a radio signal from it, and then they're like, maybe it's extraterrestrial. Who fucking knows? But, like, that's the most exciting part of it. So let me know in the comments if you've got any downloads as well, because I'm really excited to know what you think. So thank you so much for listening today, and I really hope this resonates. If it does, please like and share, and please subscribe to my channel so I can reach as many people as possible. And if you'd like help on your journey, please book me for a free discovery call today, and there's nothing more than to help you on your path. Oh, also, I have another channel called Aligning with Angie, where I share a guided meditation every week. The info for that is in the description box.